YouTube. Hello YouTube. Sup? Good news everyone. How you doing? Why am I so awkward? Welcome to my channel. My brand spanking new YouTube channel, aptly named Go Places, Make Things. And yes, I almost did screw that up, and I filmed this 5 times and messed it up every time, and I nailed it that time. I think, I hope. Anyway, welcome. The TLDR of it is I want to share my creative journey with you, mostly learning to make my own clothes, but also a lot of the projects, crafts, creative things that I find along my travels. Well, I'm amazed that you're still here after that really awkward introduction. This bodes really well for me. Now to the long story. Strap in. So, about 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. TMI? Maybe. But I promise there's a point to this. But it made for some really big changes in my life, and that's kind of at the core of why I'm doing this. I'm gonna pause here for just a second to say that if I've lost you or if I've made you uncomfortable, I'm going to ask you to sit in that uncomfortableness for just a minute. Just one. Because breast cancer affects almost 2.5 million women globally every year. That's massive. Going through this journey for me was like an experiment in 6 degrees of separation. There were women I had known for a really long time who came out and told me their stories of being impacted by breast cancer. A ton of women that my friends knew. And honestly, it baffled me because I had never heard these stories before. They didn't share it. So it amazes me. We all know it exists, but we don't quite know what the impact is to women. Cancer's a really uncomfortable subject because it brings up that element of unknown. Your first thought is, oh my God, are they gonna die? It's weird, it's awkward, I know this, but my point is, it's a part of who I am now. It's a part of my journey, and for me, it's just a fact. So don't be uncomfortable or awkward. Leave that to me. I've got plenty of awkward for you. Okay, I'm gonna bring the vibe back up for a minute, now that that's all over. It was honestly both a blessing and a curse for me. Obviously, the curse part, anyone who's gone through it knows. But the blessing was that it made me realize that I had to stop and slow down for a minute. Everything had been going so fast, I was burnt out like all the time, and this made me take a step back. I had to slow down because I couldn't keep going at the pace I was while managing this journey. So along the way, I rediscovered a lot of things that I really loved doing, and namely a lot of stuff on the creative side. I went back to my painting, I went back to my sewing, and I loved it. So one of the biggest things I've been doing is teaching myself or reteaching myself how to sew my own clothes. One of the biggest motivating factors for me was the fact that my body had changed so drastically in such a short period of time, and nothing in my wardrobe fit anymore, which is completely fine. The challenge was I needed clothes that fit, and I really wasn't liking the way the commercial clothing was fitting me anymore. It was awkward, weird, I had to get used to it. It clung in the wrong places and I just wasn't happy. So I pulled out my sewing machine and decided to give it a shot. I also really love trying new things and finding my path. I will rarely follow instruction to my detriment, opting just to be led by intuition and trying to figure it out. This often means that I will see something online or come up with something off the top of my head and think, hey, that sounds like a great idea. I have zero knowledge of how to do this and no frame of reference for the size of project, and just go full speed ahead. It's great. I find I do this a lot with my sewing projects. I will often find inspiration in fabric stores, craft stores, home goods stores, and find something I absolutely fall in love with that inspires me and decide, okay, yeah, I'm taking this home and I'm gonna make something out of it. And then I'll sit down with my sketchbook and think up what feels right to me. Oftentimes that leaves me hunting for patterns that are a close match with some modifications required, which is okay, and I'll share that with you and we can laugh about it together. I do this a lot with my travels too. When I go away, visit somewhere new, I like to bring home something that has meaning to the place I came from, whether it's a memento from a local artist, fabric, or just little craft projects that I find on my travels, what have you. It depends. There's a lot of random stuff, as you can see. While I'm really here for the sewing projects, you'll often find that I tend to follow the dopamine. So that means we'll probably have a ton of little fun side projects. I'm a big fan of side quests and like full completionist, so you know, incomplete without doing everything, right? So here we are. Go places, make things. If you like watching someone blunder through learning how to make their own clothes, discovering clothing, crafts, and fabrics from other places, watching someone follow the dopamine to their detriment, I call it dopamine despair, it's great, unplanned tangents, both verbally and creatively, and genuinely enjoy what I'm going to deem cozy chaos, then welcome, my people. If you're here for it, give me a comment in the comment section below, hit like, subscribe for updates. I'm really looking forward to diving in this together. Strap in. Why? Oh, I forgot to tell people my name. Hi, I'm Kat.